all, let me say this. I have a lot of respect for anyone who operates a business in the Nairobi Central Business District. According to the Ministry of Industrialization, one of the reasons why businesses don't do well is because of similarities in ideas and a lack of a creatively put plan. So when I heard about Gifted Hands, a shop exclusively focused on draperies, I was sort of intrigued. First, the name sounds interesting. Meet Mrs. Irene Mbogwa, the owner of Gifted Hands, situated along Kimathi Street. She explains how the name came up.
Fashion and design is all about talent. You cannot just wake up one day and think you start designing or sewing or drawing.
That's true.
So what you're doing in Gifted Hands, mostly we do with our hands. So we thought it's all about gifted hands.
Absolutely. Irene Mbogwa herself is not new to the world of creativity. She's used her creative hands consistently for more than 10 years. She explains.
So we first started in Gara Market and we grew up slowly, and through our hard work and our customer support, we were able to advance up to where we are.
Irene's journey in the world of fashion started at a tender age just after finishing school. A close member of the family was instrumental in her humble beginnings as an entrepreneur.
My parents had a machine, a sewing machine, and that's how the idea came about. Because I did a bit of fashion design in Gill House. There was a certain college there, and after that I started designing clothes, and to myself I would look beautiful and people would ask me, who made for you this? And
where did you get it from? From England?
Yeah, and I would get customers to say that, hey, if you're the one who made for me this, can you make for me? And that's how it started. Slowly they gave me the materials, the deposit, and I didn't need much capital to kick off.
Even though it seemed like she had hit the ground running with customers steaming for her fashion business, insurmountable challenges were never far off. This, however, were more of an opportunity for her than a setback.
Challenges were there, but I always say if you aim to start low, you will grow up. Absolutely. Slowly, and you'll be able to come up at your own pace without any stress, without any borrowing and all that. Because people believe in big monies. And starting low is always good because you learn your business slowly, the weakness of the business and the strength. And you're able to maneuver well and grow at your pace, yeah.
One would deduce that after overcoming insurmountable challenges and learning from these experiences, Irene would have stuck to the business of creating fashion and work at staying on top of her game. However, Irene felt a need to create a new line of business which still required her gifted hands to create into a success.
Fashion became so competitive. Yeah. Everybody wants to be in it, and it was time to move ahead because there are still lines that are not exhausted.
That's true.
And we sat back and thought, now which line can we go to that is not so competitive and exhausted? And we thought curtains. People want to live good and people want to live smart and easy. Right. So we thought affordably, yes. And we thought it is good we introduce curtains, especially in this side of the town. When we got this shop, we thought it was a market niche for curtains because there is no a curtain shop around this place, yeah. So we came and our displays offered a good display for the curtains.
After carefully putting the systems in place and with the experience of setting up her initial business, Gifted Hands, a shop focusing more on interior design effects, was born.
Having learned from the old business the weaknesses and strength of putting up a new business, I think we were a mile ahead because we had traveled, we had learned much, and we were able to come up with new ideas and attractive ideas and unique. Absolutely. So that people really were surprised and they really wanted to come in and see what is happening. We had to do some marketing though, advertising, right, and flyers and telling people that we have moved and we are existing.
Even with more than 10 years experience as a businesswoman, Gifted Hands, which can be labeled as a brave endeavor to succeed in an Asian-dominated business, did come with its challenges. Irene explains.
When you come with new ideas, people are also there. They'll see it's a good idea, and they'll come into competition and they'll come up with the same thing. So you're bound to get low a bit and think ahead.
I see a lot of interior design stuff and some very specific artifacts that you have. Do you offer solutions alone in terms of how to redecorate one's house, or do you just sell material for decoration?
So we stock a variety of materials on curtains and dressing the windows, as in blinders, vertical blinds, rods, and our core business when we opened the business was curtains, window dressing. But as we continued and customers came up and with ideas of demands on interior accessories, and that's how we came to incorporate the interior accessories.
One of the challenges she has is in trying to support the local textile industry, which still has a long way to go in terms of high quality material. She explains.
What happens with local materials is the width. They make small wings. So we are not able to make neat curtains, because the more you join, the more unattractive it becomes. Yeah. Again, we have more of cotton materials which don't bear the sun rays. Yeah. So sourcing outside was more better.
Like I was telling you earlier, I respect people who've got shops and businesses in the NCBD because of recent spits of insecurity within the NCBD. Does that affect your business and how you run it?
Where we are now is a bit secure. So we've not realized any insecurity around this place. But the building is well secured.
Absolutely.
And being in the CBD, police are all over, and we feel secure. Insecurity doesn't really bother us that much.
So what are your plans when you retire from running Gifted Hands?
I would want to be in fixed assets, so because it is very involving, as you grow old, you're not as energetic as you are when you're young.
Absolutely.
So I would think the demanding businesses are for the young. So I'm looking forward to investing in more permanent assets.
Kenya is fast moving to a country that's breeding entrepreneurs than employees, if the spirit of Vision 2030 is anything to go by. And Irene captures that when she offers advice to you who may want to branch out on your own.
It is easy to get a loan, but it's hard to pay it. You can think of getting big loans and making big businesses, but before you learn the business from low, you will not understand it, and you might buy dead stocks which will deter you from even paying back your loan and having you auctioned and getting you in a fix.
Gifted Hands, situated at Kimathi House along Kimathi Street. Pay them a visit and get great solutions for your interior design needs.